Now we are going to half numbers, and halving numbers is a little bit trickier, but if you remember these steps, it's okay. So let's come up with a number. Now, we can only halve without leaving a remainder, even numbers. So let's come up with a number, and let's do an easy one to start with. Let's do 64. Remember, halving, we're dividing by 2. And we do it the same way we did doubling. So the step 1, if you remember, was you partition. Partition just means split. There's my tens, there's my units, and we do exactly the same thing. So 60 is 6 tens and 4 units. There we go. There's step 1. Now, step 2 is divide them by 2. And again, when we are dividing by tens, if it's an even number, we can just take the 0 off, half it, and then we can get our number. So 60 divided by 2, well, 6 divided by 2 is 3. If we take the 0 off, put the 0 back on. That's really important because it's not 6 we're dividing, it is 60. And 4 divided by 2, well, that's easy peasy. It's 2. And if you want to check, just 2 lots of 30 is 60. 2 lots of 2 is 4. Now, that's our step 2. And same as doubling, you add your two values together as step 3. Oh, let me just rub that out. Don't want a messy equal sign. There we go. Equals 30 add 2, see it? 30, oh, I've gone on very small, 32. There we go. That is how we halve. Now, I'm going to do a slightly different one now, and this time the tens is going to be a little bit trickier, okay? So let me just get a new page up. Don't say that, no. Okay, right. So this time we are going to half a slightly more tricky number because you'll see in a second. Let's do 78 divided by 2. We're going to half 78, and we're going to do exactly the same process, but 78 is a little bit trickier, and I'll show you why. So, first step, same as before, partition. And 70 is 7 tens, or 7 tens is 70, that might be a bit easier to remember. And 78 has 8 units. There we go. And step 2, we're going to half them. And I bet you've spotted why it's a bit trickier. There we go, I've done my step 2, right. So, I can't half 7 because I can only get 3 and 3 and I've got 1 left over. But remember that 1 left over is actually 10. So we've got 3 tens and 3 tens and a 10 in the middle. So half of 10 is 5, so it's 35. And it's a really good idea to practice practice halving numbers in the 10 times table that are odd. So if you can instantly tell me what half of 30, 50, 70 and 90 is, that'll really help you with this next bit. So there is our half of 70, which is 35. Half of 8, that is 4, because 2 times 4 is 8. And then we add the 2 together. Our answer is 39. Now, of course, we can't just say the words because 35-4 wouldn't be the right answer. So, easier thing to do, just hide the 3 and do 5 add 4, that's 9, and then add it to the 30, so 39. So that's how you have numbers when the 10 is an odd number. So you need to remember if the 10 is an odd number, 10, 30, 50, 70 or 90, when you half it, it's going to end in a 5. Okay? So that's what we've been doing today. So guys, it'd be awesome if you try these yourselves at home. Just remember, when you're halving, it's easier, first of all, to halve when the tens are even, and your units should always be even. We'll look at what happens when the units are not even a bit later on, but if we could practice that, that would be wonderful. Okay guys, good luck.